last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now he's going to step up and run. That's complete. It's Ladd McConkey. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
From the 50, here's Herbert. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Here's Herbert. That one complete to McConkey. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 40.
A gain of 10 yards.
Herbert changing things up.
First down. It's a gain of 10. First down, Chargers.
On first down, it's Hampton. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, what's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnston. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. Here's Herbert. And the ball is knocked out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Now it's Herbert. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Herbert now. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Herbert. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line.
Here we go.
On the draw, it's Hall. And some space here. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
Well, I think the key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Ready. Punt.
Paul want to give up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
4 yards on the...
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
52, pull.
Second and 6. Fighting through pressure. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
As we both know, there's a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Down at the 35, it'll be second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Blue 32. Green Jack. Ready.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 22-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run, not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and have the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And the Jets are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And it's caught. touchdown. Luke Schoonmaker, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
35. Chargers 6.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Up with the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And this one finds McConkey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a 9. At the Jets' 41-yard line.
From the 41, Herbert. He's got the tight end. That's Gadsden. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Rice. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Herbert. Over the middle and caught by McConkey. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Lad McConkey from 17 yards out. And the Chargers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Jets have got it. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give them 19 there as the drive marches forward.
Set, punt, ready.
They'll give to Hall. Great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 174 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the 2nd round.
60 red. Set.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Arian Smith with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth. Now for the point after. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Makes the score Jets 42, Chargers 13.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And got his man complete. Big strides, look at him go. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Oronde Gadsden, 76 yards. And the Chargers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
And he'll get in, and they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
So nothing doing there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
You're ready.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he'll find Hall. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
Yellow. Set.
And they'll try to pound it in with Ricard. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
A good solid game there on 1st down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Here we go. Here we go. Hut, hut.
They'll try to run with Hall. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall punching it in from a yard away as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Chargers 21.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he's got his man on the outright. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
And the Chargers first down.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. Now he's going to step up and run. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score.
2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Herbert. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not in.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Will McDonald in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. And no move to get Herbert off the field. They're going for this. 4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed to convert on 4th and long.
A 39-yard gain on the play.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And he looked right off the line like he knew that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
They're on the 20-yard line.
Let's go now. 52, 5, 6. Ready.
And they will take a knee here.
Set, hut. 10 black.
The Jets advance to the next round as we say so long, everybody.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jets as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.